Good day, Sir MJ. Good day, classmates. I am Joby Claire Jundam Jr. This is my report about types of measuring instruments and their uses, safe handling procedures in using measuring instruments, and 4 fundamental operations of mathematics. Types of measuring instruments. There are various types of measuring instruments that are usually found having their respective functions, as well as are also known for being commonly used by the general public, and some other measuring instruments that are commonly found being used by a certain group by people only depending upon the site requirement. In our measuring tool guide below, you will find all measuring tools and instruments, measuring device, different measuring tools, names, an example of measuring tools for length, pressure, angles, levels, and time, speed, volume, temperature, and etc. 25 types of measuring instruments. 1. Roll meter. The roll meter is referred as an instrument which is used for the purpose of measuring the length of an object. This tool is used for the purpose of fulfilling the requirements of the furniture industry in order to measure the wood or planks for furniture. Number 2. Calipers. A caliper is known to be are used to measure the distance between two opposite sides of an object. It is an instrument which is commonly used in order to measure the length, thickness, diameter, and depth of an object. Number 3. Micrometer. A micrometer is the one which is found having applications for measuring the diameter as well as thickness of smaller objects like coins. Micrometers help measure short distance or angles. 4. Elbow meter. The elbow ruler is found being used to measure the length as well as to ensure that right angle is found being equal to 90 degrees. It is used not only to measure the length but also to ensure the right angle is equal to 90 degrees. Number 5. Angle ruler. This instrument is most commonly used by the kids studying at the school who measure the angle of an object or use it to draw the angles. Angle arcs are commonly found in the math classes of kids which are used to solve math problems. 6. Scale. The scale is used which is usually known for measuring the weight or mass of a type of object. It is usually used in order to measure the weight of food ingredients as well as various other commercial objects too. Number 7. Ruler. A ruler is known to be a long measuring instrument that is most commonly used in order to measure the length of an object. Usually it is defined as a tool or device used to measure length and draw straight lines. 8. Thermometer. A thermometer is an instrument that measures temperature. It's an instrument which is found having an application of measuring the temperature with the unit either Celsius or Fahrenheit. Number 9. Beaker glass. Beaker glass is a volume measuring instrument which is used for measuring the volume of a liquid. This tool is usually found in the laboratory, used for the measuring of the volume of liquid chemicals before being researched. Number 10. Stopwatch. Stopwatch is referred to as that measuring instrument which is commonly used for measuring the time in seconds. This is usually used in order to determine the ruler runner speed, reaction time, heating time, or time in order to work on something that is under the duration of one hole. 11. Barometer. Barometer is a scientific instrument that is used to measure air pressure in a certain environment. Barometer is a device which is commonly used in order to measure the pressure of a place. 12. Voltmeter. Voltmeter is an instrument for measuring electric potential in volts. It is used in order to measure the amount of electric voltage in terms of units of volts. 13. Ammeter. The ammeter is used in order to measure the electric current of an object is found in the unit of amperes. The ammeter is referred to as that device which is most found to be the same as that of a voltmeter. 14. kWh meter. A kWh meter was designed to measure the electrical power used over a longer period of time. This tool lets you see how much electricity bills need to be paid by the residents of the house. 15. Dial indicator. A dial indicator is a device which is commonly used in order to measure the flatness of any flat area. This is an instrument with either jeweled or plain bearings, precisely finished gears, pinions, and other precision parts designed to produce accurate measurements. 16. Sound level meter. A sound level meter is referred to as that device which is used in order to measure the noise level of a place. This device is for measuring the intensity of noise, music, and other sounds. 17. Theodolite. A theodolite is an instrument with a rotating telescope for measuring horizontal and vertical angles. It is commonly used by the civilian workers in order to build a building. 18. Manometer. A manometer measures the pressure in a confined space of a fluid or gas such as boiler. It is a device we use to measure the gas pressure in any gas area like either a pipe or a tube. 19. Densitometer. Densitometer measures the density of the degree of darkening of a photographic film or plate by recording photometrically its transparency. This is used to measure the amount of light which is being absorbed by an object or the level of darkness of any semi-transparent object. 20. Water pass. A water pass is a measures the quantity volume of the water that passes through a pipe or other outlet. These meters use a standard unit of measure for volume such as cubic feet or gallons. 21. Hygrometer. Hygrometer is a measuring instrument in order to measure the humidity level of a room. It is an instrument for being the humidity of the air or a gas. 22. pH meter. A pH meter is referred to as that device which is used for measuring the pH of any material. pH here is responsible for denoting the level of acidity or wetness of a material. Speedometer. A speedometer is commonly used for measuring the speed of a vehicle, which is usually in units of kilometers per hour. This is the instrument which can easily be found in any motorized vehicle. 24. Anemometer. Anemometer is an instrument that measures wind speed and wind pressure of a place. Anemometers are important tools for meteorologists who study weather patterns. 25. Altimeter. Altimeter. The altimeter is a device that measures altitude, the distance of a point above sea level. This tool is found being used in activities like climbing, flight, parachuting, or activities related to high height. Safe handling procedures in using measuring instruments. Measuring instruments should always be in a good condition in order to maintain its accuracy of results. Every measuring tools and device has its own proper maintenance and handling guidelines as provided in its user manual. The content of measuring equipment guidelines should always be followed to have an accurate result. The following items are basic safe handling methods for measuring instruments. Always clean the measuring equipment before and after its usage. Perform calibration regularly to confirm if its result is still within the international standard. 3. Provide designated area for all measuring equipments wherein visual control is observed. Always follow the guidelines on how to use measuring equipment properly. Use only appropriate measuring equipment for the specific parts to be measured. Segregate and dispose defective measuring instruments to avoid wrong usage. Contact the maker of measuring equipment if major problem was occurred on the said instrument. Always follow and implement 5S in a working area. It is very important to maintain the accuracy of measuring instrument in order to obtain reliable results and avoid possible rejects as well as to prevent accidents. 4 fundamental operations of mathematics. The 4 operations of mathematics are mathematical functions which take input values and convert them into output values. They are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Addition is represented by the plus symbol in maths. The addition of two numbers result in the sum of those numbers together. It's usually the first of the 4 operations that children learn about in school. Subtraction. Subtraction is the process of taking the value of one number away from another. It's represented by the minus symbol. It is usually the second mathematical operation. Subtraction is like counting backwards. Multiplication. Multiplication is a mathematical operation that indicates how many times a number is added to itself, most often represented by the symbol times. In math, multiply means the repeated addition of groups of equal size. Division. Division involves the dividing or splitting one number into equal parts, and it most often represented in primary school by the divide symbol. Division is often described as the reverse of multiplication.